all right. Happy Saturday. We are here again, back by popular demand, dare I say. We are here for another cut up for the gift of David Arnold. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hi. Good to see all of you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for loving David Arnold the way that we all did. Hi, Eva Marcel. Hi, sis. But thank you so very much. Honestly, last Saturday was overwhelming for a number of reasons, and certainly your feedback, your participation, all of that. And so after we all had a chance to kind of decompress from it, Mom Barb said, "Can you do it again? There's more." And you listen to that mama energy, and that's the genesis of all of this anyway, on a lot of levels. So anywho, we're just going to jump right on in. Basically, guys, this is a space for the fans of David A. Arnold to be able to share their favorite punchlines, posts, YouTube clips, moments from his specials. And so, again, not a tribute, not a memorial, but just a space and time for David's fans to be able to feel like they have access, that they have a place. And that was very, very important to Mama Barbara. Julie sanctioned this and breathed on it and blessed it. And so we want to just go ahead and jump right in. So if you'd like to, how we did this last time, and thank you for your patience last week, but basically we just, I just start picking people and just saying, accept, and then you come on in and you share. All right. So let's see. Let's go to some requests here and see who wants to come into the room and join us. So let's start. Nicole Wood, come on in the room. Are you here? And so we want to welcome everybody in. Is there a Nicole? Hello.
Right here. Hi, beautiful.
How are you?
I'm amazing and so excited. I watched the last one and I kept doing my finger like, just listen. Okay, just listen. And I was so blessed, and I'm happy that I did just honestly listen. But this time around, I said, if I get picked, I'm not going to be quiet. So just thank you, first of all, for your energy and your light and your love. And, I just watched you. We all have from being little. And nobody knew Tootie was going to still be a phenomenon. And I'm so glad you moved past Tootie, because you are one amazing human being. And the love that you've given and just this time that you're taking, when you could be doing like so many other things. You could be doing this in private, but you chose with the blessing of Ms. Barbara and Julie to get this platform, and your sharing is so amazing. So I'm here in Cleveland, Ohio. And
David's hometown, yes.
Yeah, we actually grew up together, but I just saw David because he was a little older. He hung out with, my cousins, and I knew Tammy, but she was a little older as well. So Daviki, even though I'm older than her, she was, the one where we would go to their house, or she was allowed to stay at ours a couple of times. Yeah. And I watched Miss Barbara just be like, she was so sassy and fire, at church. And I was like, man, when I grow up, I'm gonna be thorough like her. That was like the thing. And she was a spitfire, and she got to say what she wanted to say, and nobody whooped her, and that's what all kids want. I'm gonna say what I want to say and not get a whooping. And I thought about something that happened right before. So David's first time coming to Cleveland, we went. And I sat in the back because I'm like, oh, I don't want nobody to call my name or to heckle or be a part of a joke. I don't want to be on the camera. I'm the girl that if you got the microphone singing, I'm doing the finger snaps in the background. That's my ministry. So, until the Lord showed me something different personally. But I watched him and I'm like, man, I remembered him growing up. But I don't know, in my mind, I couldn't remember funny. I just knew he was, Daviki's brother. And I bought a shirt and it didn't come on time, and I got a shirt there at the event, but I couldn't stay. I wasn't feeling well. So I called him and I was like, man, listen, now I got all these shirts. The other one that didn't come came, and my shirt, I want you to sign my shirt because I'm going to put it in I said, dude, that's special. And so he was like, what, girl? I'm over here working on this car. And when he says that, you know, he's like, I'm working with my dad on this car and blah, blah, this is that. And what he did, though, that was so special is that he drove from Solon to Cleveland. It's maybe a 25-minute ride, but he came and signed my shirt and was like, now don't ask me for shit else. And I was like, did he just say a bad word to me? Like,
right.
But it was just something that simple that at the time I just negated it, because still as much as the world knew him and loved him, or just now coming into his life, he was still Daviki's brother. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna call your mama. Like, you better stop playing these reindeer games. And the next Netflix, the last one, we were two days
for the week.
Man, listen, I was weak because I was 2 days shy from my COVID shot, so I couldn't go.
Oh.
And so my husband was like, what is your problem? I told you. And I'm like, it's not my fault. I didn't do it, you know? So we didn't go. And so we didn't get to be a part of it. But when we saw it, we watched it and we laughed and we laughed. And I'm like, man, this cat is so mean. He talking about he graduated with a 1.8. Dude, I was a 1.7. I beat you. I was below the person who did the flyer, you know?
Right.
I was not even mentioned. But I thought about it, and I thought about what a blessing. And so I said, because I didn't believe it, I didn't believe he had passed. It wasn't working for me. It didn't register. And a good friend of mine, Will, had posted it. And I'm like, no, this isn't real. But when I understood that it was real, this is what popped into my mind. First of all, his mother, then his wife and his children, and then his sisters, excuse me. And something that happened made me think differently. If you remember in his last one, right before he goes up, he looks into the camera and he winks. I'm like, that was for me. You know, that was David winking at me. You know, that's him sharing a little light. Like, here we go. We all know who he is. But at the end, he went to his old high school. And I've told people this from the day I graduated. You will know me. You will remember me. And it'll be for how I changed the world. And I saw him say, man, I should be on here. What was that guy's name? Jim or Larry, whatever. He was like, he ain't done nothing, you know, great. You know, he was being funny, but I thought to myself, man, he really should. And so the next day I called his high school and I was like, how are we? Now he was still alive. But in my mind, how you gonna not have my friend up here? This is the coolest cat ever. And he's doing major things. And they said, well, you got to talk to the administrative staff and you got to talk to the board. And I sat on my laurels on it. And then when he passed away, I got permission from his mother to call and to find out how to get him honored at that school. So that's been a mission for me. And I wanted to say it the first time because I wanted everybody to know, look, let's not forget him. Let's find a day, you know, where we're all watching that Netflix and we blow Netflix up, showing that we're still in care of David Arnold. But you got to be your David Arnold. You got to be your Kim Fields. You got to be your first and last name. And I thank you for this platform where we get to share and honor him. But even though we're remembering him, how will you be remembered as well? Kim, thank you. I just wanted to say that. And I'm fighting right now, the knot in my throat.
Yeah.
But
thank you so much. Thank you. Mom Barb is here, everybody. Mom Barb is here, and she just said his legacy will live on. So we are grateful that we kicked this off. Didn't know all that was coming when I pressed the button for you. So I'm glad that you pressed the button this go round. And thank you for all that you are doing in Ohio, just outside of Cleveland. Thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate you.
Yes, and continue to be great. Love you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you. All right. All right. What a way to kick this off. The cut up. What a way to kick off part 2 of the cut up. Mom Barb, let me know if you want to come in at the beginning, at the end. You know, as I said in my text, I take all of my cues from you and Julie with all of this. So you let us know how you want to rock this. Okay. So who else wants to come into the room and talk about maybe when David talked about the ice machine, when David talked about, hey, water girl, we love you and we see you. When David talked about the That ice machine still cracks me up. I can't go get my ice machine to this day without thinking of him. David Haynes. Let's bring in David Haynes and see what the gentlemen have to say. All right, all right. David, are you here? Are you coming through? We love you guys, Arnold family, as we wait for David Haynes to come into the room, another fan of David Arnold's. And we are very grateful. One more time, one more go round, going once, going twice, going once, going twice, going 2.5 more times. All right, let's check in with another fan. Let's see. Just either send me a wave or something, guys, because sometimes it's hard to press all the buttons here and stay engaged with all of you. Let's see. Let's see. Who wants to come into the room here? Jeffrey Jacobs, would you like to come into the room here? Go live with Jeffrey Jacobs. All right, let's see here. Would you like to come in and say something about the comedy, The Gift, and everything that David Arnold did on Instagram, YouTube, at his shows? We know this is a challenging time, especially those of you who were so looking forward to seeing him live. And so we appreciate you being here and dropping in. Okay, Jeffrey, are the fellas being shy? Now, this is the second fella. I try to, give a little balance here with the gents and with the ladies, but as two that I have tried to bring into the room and not necessarily seeing them pop up. So, okay, we're just going to try this again. Max 1LS. How about Max 1LS? Would you like to come in, Max 1LS, and represent the fellas? What y'all got to say about the cutting up that David Arnold would do on stage? And all right, Mr. Jacobs has declined, but Max, are you here so that we can get some male energy up in the room as well? I would love to join. I pressed the join button. All right, let's try this one and see if you go live with It Ain't for the Weak. Who's repping that? Let me see. Let me see. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Me, okay, I see you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Janie.
Hi.
Today's my birthday.
Today is your birthday.
Yes, it is.
Well, happy birthday to you.
Amazing that on my birthday, I'm looking at Kim Fields and talking to Kim Fields.
And we're talking about David Arnold's comedy. Tell us some of at least one of your favorite David Arnold punchlines or videos or anything.
Someone told me to watch this guy, David. I went into his Instagram and I couldn't stop watching. I was at work, almost getting fired, laughing out. He was amazing. But my favorite had to be when his grandfather, he did the little speech about his grandfather and how it was like, oh, you're just lazy. You're not gonna...
Right.
He took it so far, and I think he just went to another dimension. He went somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Like he was actually there again.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. And I just miss him so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just miss him so.
Well, have a wonderful birthday. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. 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 All right. That was wonderful. How cool. It's her birthday as well. Let's see, James Tyrese. Let's see if you would like to come in here and see if we can get a dude up in this mug, get some things going here. I hear you. I hear someone coming. Hello.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. How are you?
You're Kim Field, right?
I'm Kim Fields, yes.
Oh my God, I am such a huge fan of you.
Thank you so much. Shoot. So, thank you. So, did you want to share a David Arnold moment from his comedy that is one of your favorites?
Yes.
Go right ahead. You want to think about
say
it?
like unfortunately,
Pardon me?
um, uh,
Okay, we're going to come back to you. How about that, okay?
okay, alrighty.
Okay. Thank you, though, for stopping by. I appreciate it.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
All righty.
Alrighty.
All righty. Okay, so again, guys, we are talking about some of our favorite David A. Arnold moments. And again, this really isn't a tribute or a memorial or anything like that. Mom Barb suggested, oh, hello.
Hi. Oh my
Hi.
God.
How are
I'm
you?
David Arnold with a For the Week shirt on. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Let's see though. Put that up. Put that up a little more. Up, up. There we go.
I am
Oh,
such a huge fan. Like, oh my God. So I'm gonna make it really quick.
yes.
I was able to, I'm shaking, I'm so nervous. I love David Arnold. Like, I feel like he's my cousin, a brother, that I am so heartbroken. I'm praying for the family. His mom is Julie and the girls. So anyway, I was able to see David Arnold in San Francisco on September 3rd. I tried to get all my family and friends. So it was like 4 of us that came out. 2 of them didn't know him. He always said, bring somebody that don't know me, right, who've never heard of me. So 2 of my cousins never heard of David Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were weak. We were able to take a picture with him. He signed our shirt. And then we did a little interview afterwards. But I'm going to frame this picture, keep it. I am so honored. Thank you for this opportunity for the mom to allow us to join. So one of my favorite jokes would be so many. The water when Julie was like pressing down, he's like, she upstairs. How you gonna be pressing down? Oh, I left my water bottle. And I kind of remember that water, like, how you gonna be pressing down for water, you know? And then just the tribute to his grandfather, the 3 fathers that he had was just amazing. So Thank you for allowing me to join this live.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that wonderful picture. Thank you for wearing your shirt, everything.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You know what's funny about that t-shirt is when Mom Barb was in the office at That Girl Lele, she was telling the story. She was talking to me and Beck and Hart, the other 2 producing partners with David on That Girl Lele. And Ron Hart, he had on his t-shirt. And Mom said, you know, the thing about that shirt is I told David, women like to have it's open up here. And so, you know, I told him to make some with the V-neck. And he wouldn't do it. And so I made some. And then I sold more than he did. Boy, that thing had me cracking up when she said that. All right. So let's see. Mr. Westbrook, let's see if we can bring you into the room, Mr. Westbrook. So that we can get, again, some male energy. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I am well. It is good to talk with you and to see you. I share with you my love of David A. Arnold. I believe I discovered him during the pandemic, and I shared him with my wife. I used to annoyingly send her videos from his Instagram. Because he just had so much funny stuff that you could relate to. We watched both of his Netflix specials sitting on our couch, just dying laughing and being able to relate to the whole thing about his wife and his children. And he just was a wonderful guy who was a great storyteller. And we thoroughly enjoyed David A. Arnold. I happened to be in Los Angeles the day he passed away. I live in New Orleans. But I happened to be in Los Angeles the day he passed away and was, of course, grief-stricken. And my heart goes out to Julie and the girls. But I'm thankful to you for giving the opportunity for us to just come on here and say how much we love David.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Do you have a favorite punchline or a joke or a bit that he did? Or a favorite video from all of his family videos?
What I loved most was when he would call the girls out. One was they left a cookie on the counter.
There's been a few people that said that. Go ahead.
Right. Somebody took a bite out of a cookie and didn't put it up, but we all know that's real life in a house with teenagers, you know?
Right, right, right.
That was my favorite.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you stopping by. Have a great
Thank
one.
you, Kim.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, all right. Let's just keep it going. We're just going to keep it going. I know Tammy, David's sister, his other sister, wants to get into the room. She's having some technical difficulties, so we will keep an eye on that to when she is ready to rock and roll. Let's see. James Simmons Jr. Let's see. Would you like to come into the room and share a David Arnold moment? Yes, I know everybody is saying how much, of course, we miss his post. And again, you can also, I see a lot of you writing in the comments here, your favorite moments, your favorite bits, all of that. The family sees those as well. And hopefully that space also helps to, help you feel that you are a part of this. Since we won't be able to get to everybody, we want to definitely be able to make sure that you feel felt and heard somewhere in all of this. Rita, let's see. Rita, would you like to come into the room? Rita, oh, I just thought of Kim Cole's going, oh, Rita on Living Single. But different show, different energy, different platform. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Rita, and I will keep this quick. And I got introduced to David from Two Funny Mamas, from Kim and Sherry.
Yes.
And he just, anytime they called him, he's always on cue. Like the second that he would pick up the phone, first of all, I'm going to need you to not call me on 20 and take it down. And I just remember him explaining.
That was a great impression, by the way.
Oh. I mean, like, it kills me, but I don't know that this was on one of his videos, but he said it, that when him and Julie would be out, he would point like, Julie, you see that over there? You don't have that option. I'm going to need you to get it in and keep it going because you don't have that option. So we're going to hit this trail. We're just going to do 2 miles. And when you just got to keep them going. And when it's 20 miles, you just tell them, good job, baby. Like, come on, there's a sweet treat for you after that. But you don't have that option of what you see across over there. So just keep it right in front of you over here.
Right.
And so, God damn, just... I just, honestly, I won't keep you. I know that you have so many people to get to, and I'm honored that I just didn't want to miss this. So
I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you so much, Rita, for all of this. Thank you for appreciating him so much.
Thank you. God bless everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, all right, all right. You're right. Hustling is fun. The energy is high. The energy is, we are on, DEFCON 54 up in here. All cutting up. Hey, Jamel. Got some Upshaw's love in the house right now. Jamel Simon is in here. I see you. Hello, hello. All right, let's see. Mom Barb, please let me know if Tammy is able to come in or not. In the meantime, let's try Angie Nash. Let's see. When he told Ashlyn, you ain't seen 6 o'clock. That was a good one. Yes. I still love when he said, I'm on the pole dancing for icing, Daddy. Okay, anyway. Hello. Uh-oh. Hello.
Hi.
There you go. Oh, no. One more time. Flip one more time. There you
Hi.
go. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, Kim. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Miss Barbara, for oh gosh. Thank you, Miss Barbara, for allowing Kim to do this with us. One of my favorite moments was when David and his mom was in that Comerier, his vintage car.
Yes.
That was my favorite moment.
Absolutely, absolutely. She, Mom Barb sent me a text of the two of them walking on the beach, walking the dog, and just so many great moments with them. But yeah, he definitely had some great, funny moments with her as well. Have you? Do you have a favorite from either of his specials, Fat Ballerina or It Ain't for the Week?
Oh, I think it's for It Ain't for the Week, where his sister, what was his sister's name? In the basement.
Oh, that's Robin, the cousin.
Yeah, the cousin in the basement. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was my favorite
Yeah.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I talked about that one last week. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Robin in the basement. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so someone says one of my favorite David Arnold videos was Julie's 50th birthday party. Shows how thoughtful he was and how much, wait a minute, and how much he loves his wife. Absolutely. Tommy, I see you. Let me know with a little hand wave if you would like to come in and say hello. Okay, let's see here. Go live with El Denise. We just keeping it moving. We are keeping it moving because you asked for this, and so we wanted to make sure that as many people could get in today as possible. So we want to make sure again that you all remember that this is not a tribute or a memorial. We are just providing some time and some space for David's fans to be able to come in and share, you know, what he did that made them laugh, what he said, what he posted, what was in the specials, anything like that. So we want to make sure we get as many people as possible in here. I know, right? Someone said, how can we just choose one moment? Absolutely, I know, but because I said so. That's how. When he ran the car into the curb, goddamn. Absolutely, absolutely. So many great, great moments. In case you didn't know, aside from me being a fan of David's, I was also an employee, I guess, of David's because he executive produced and created the show That Girl Lele that I'm a director on. But we also started working together back in the day. Thank you, Water Girl, that Tammy just sent the request. Okay. We also worked together back in the day on, how can 2009 be back in the day, but on Meet the Browns and House of Pain. So we definitely go way back, so to speak, and just, I was such a fan of his, not just in terms of his comedy, but in terms of his work ethic, in terms of his writing, very strategic as a writer as well. Someone said his Father's Day card for Julie, his Father's Day card Julie made. It was funny. Got it. And if you didn't see last week, okay, here we go, Tommy. I'm still looking for you, Tammy, but in the meantime, I'm going to go live with Tommy, speaking of That Girl Lele. But anyway, we want to also, I'm sorry, I'm trying to multitask here, and I'm only partially caffeinated. So, hi.
Hello.
Hey, honey, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Doing okay. So everybody, please welcome into the room Tommy. Tommy plays Bryce on That Girl Lele. And we were saying during our text messaging a few days ago that David keeps managing to get a little bit more of the David Arnold vibe into the Bryce character, which of course is brilliant, which is why I think that the Bryce character, and I told you this, is not the usual kid TV dad, you know, and neither is the mom, the whole family and the whole writing style. Gabby is here also from That Girl Lele, who was on last week. So Tommy, can you share, I know you've got a ton of memories and all sorts of things, but in terms of being a fan of David's, what would you like to share?
You know, my favorite moment, I actually went to last December. I happened to be in Washington, D.C., and David was in Baltimore doing a show. Hi, Mama. How you doing? And I drove up to see him, and he was still testing out the bit that made it into It Ain't for the Weak, where he plays his grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
And having recently lost my grandfather, and really not expecting to be that emotional watching him play his grandfather, because I think men of a certain generation, they're all kind of similar. And it felt like I was watching my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
He just got lost in it. And I just thought that it was genius that he could be that emotionally available, that vulnerable, that present, but he was still funny, and I was like, this is really special. And I brought a couple of friends with me, and just beaming with pride, because I was like, this is the man I work for, like this.
Yes.
And they got to meet him, which is great. With COVID, we can't have visitors at work. So it's been this very sort of, insular experience. So it's just really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Not just love that moment, but then be able to share it with, two of our best friends.
Yeah. One of my favorite bits of comedy is whenever he would tell you to say disrespectful. Guys, that's one of the things that we're talking about, where David would keep slipping little David Arnold into the world of Bryce in That Girl Lele. So whenever you watch That Girl Lele and you hear Tommy say,
disrespectful. We had a conversation about that. One of the writers, Angel Hobbs, who's brilliant, one of our brilliant writers on the show, and she said, the next time you say disrespectful on set, I might just lose it. And I was like, me too. But I really did, and with his blessing, I really did. He confided in me that he wrote Bryce to be sort of a fictional version of himself, which really gave me permission to study him more and try to bring as much of him into it as I could. And it'll be the honor of a lifetime, as long as they let us make this show, to to keep putting a little bit of him out into the world.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by. I know this is still such a time for all of us, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love you.
Everyone does.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
All right, love you.
Bye.
Okay, bye. All righty. Let's see if we can get Tammy into the room. Tammy's David's other sister. And so we want to get her in the room. I know she was having, some technical difficulties. Don't you dare bring up the Fresh Beat Band to Tommy. We have so many jokes about that, but anyway. All right, let's see. Tammy, are you in here with the record? Yes, I see you. Okay, here we go, guys. Tammy Carson, Tammy Arnold Carson, going to be stopping in. David's sister. And
Hi.
so,
Oh
hi.
my God! Hey. Yes. Well. When I was at the premiere, I saw you at the premiere. Remember?
Yes,
and
I do.
I saw that the dad, and I was like, "Where are you from?" He said the Fresh Street Band. When I know that the dad was from the Fresh Street Band, that was so much. But my daughter wants to say hi.
Hi.
Wait,
tilt down. Either come down or tilt up.
No.
Oh, hello.
Hi. She loves the Upshaws, but yes, I love you. I love you. You're my sister friend. I love you, and I love you doing this for David. It's so David. I know David was a great man, and he touched so many people. But just to see the outpouring of love is like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, Like, this your brother? Like, you doing all this? You know what I mean? Like, he is. I love you. I love the fans. I love everybody. I love you, Kim. I thank you for doing this. My brother was, to me, he was just David.
Yep.
Always with a camera, Kim. Listen, Kim, he come over for Thanksgiving. We be like, oh no, David's gonna take a video. We like, oh no, not the macaroni and cheese. We like, oh no, the beans ain't right. David gonna take a video. We would always be cautious because we knew Dave would take a video, but I love you.
Right.
Because he'd be like, oh, this is some bullshit. Dave would be like, oh, this is some bullshit. This macaroni and cheese, this yams, this is some bullshit. David would call us on our shit, but I'm a Christian. I believe in God. And I know God wanted him more than we We won him, but I thank you. I thank you for the fans. I thank you for you. I know my brother has made his mark and he's lived on.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother will live forever.
Forever. Forever.
He will live forever. I love you. I love you. My daughter, I told my daughter, come here. She don't want to see your face, but go.
Hey, daughter.
Oh, okay.
Hey, daughter. Hey, daughter. Hi, honey.
I'm like, we doing the up shows. We doing what was the other show? No. Leah, she loves you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Tammy, thank you for wanting to
We
stop
love
by.
you guys. We
and
love
to
the
see the
fans. We
I'm
appreciate
glad.
you. We
Mhm.
love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And your prayers are getting us through. We love you.
Thank you,
My
Tammy.
brother was a great guy.
Yeah.
I know he was a great guy. I knew he was a great guy, but I love you. I love your fans. I thank God for you doing this for us.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love you. Thank you. You know, you talk about David and how it was always about, you know, don't do this because he'll call you on your shit.
Right.
He'll call you on your
He'll
shit.
call you on shit.
And you know what's funny about that, Tammy, is he would do that even on like other people's posts. Sometimes David's comments on other people's posts would have me crying.
I'm like this. I'm like, what the hell you call?
I
told you about this.
He got me on one of my posts. I thought I was being all sexy and fly, and he wrote, "What the hell is going on here?"
Right. He won't call us. I'm like, okay, I love my husband, but my husband snores at night. Dave would be like, oh no, that's some bullshit. We're gonna call. Dave was like, no, that's
right.
some bullshit. David like, I'm gonna call on. No.
Yeah. Thank you, Tammy, for stopping by. You know, this is still so very difficult, and I'm glad that you can see everybody that's on here or that's been on here that has sent prayers and comments and all sorts of things. Thank you so much for doing that, because people can say what they want about the idea of, you know, sending thoughts and prayers, but that does get through, and it does get us through. It does get people through some difficult, challenging, heartbreaking, unfathomable times. So thank you for all the comments that you have here or on any of the pages that you know the family is on or supports, or their own pages. Just thank you. Okay, let's get Danny Myers. How about that? Danny Myers, would you like to pop in and say something? Would you like to say something about the great Mom Barb is saying, we feel the love. We are so glad that you do. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Can you see me?
Yes, we
okay,
can.
let me.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me move.
You're a little backlit.
Sorry, I'm
all
gonna
right.
move.
It's all right. So, what would you like to share about David A. Arnold?
Well, he was just a great guy, and I really, really enjoyed his comedy. I think my favorite one was the Ice Machine. That was it reminded me of me because I'm petty like that. So I can completely identify with that. So yeah, I think that was one of my favorite moments. And I just really got familiar with his mom. Yeah. So I didn't know that, you know, he was having videos with her too. So I got to see the one with him and her in the little car thing when she got stuck. Yes. So I got to see that one also. But yeah, it was really good. And I'm just glad to be a part of this. Thank you for doing this. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for dropping by. Really appreciate you, and thank you for being a fan. Okay, all right. Just having it's strange to say having a ball, but I thank you all, because we're all in this shitty boat together, that we can say within all of this, in this moment, we having a fucking ball, celebrating and laughing at the shit that David Arnold said and did. And that's what this was for. All righty. Lola Troy. Lola Troy. Lola Troy. That's a name right there, honey. Lola Troy. All right. Come on in the room and let us. Hi.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
How are you?
I am good. I'm going to be short. I love you. We're praying for everybody. My favorite video on YouTube was when David and Julie decided to go in the girls' room and sing Get Your Ass Up.
Yes.
That video is so funny to me because not only was he singing, which to me was like an ode to his stepfather, like, you know, being in the OJs.
That's right.
But Julie just dancing with so much precision and beside him and being like, you know, and coming in with her part. It was just hilarious to me.
Yeah.
So thank you. He's an awesome. I found him through the pandemic, watching all the videos with him and his girls and his wife. And we're just praying for everybody.
Thank you.
We feel it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing this for us.
Of course. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
You know, people will try to sleep on the comedy genius that is Julie Arnold's ass. Julie Arnold. Oh, she has got timing. She has got all sorts of comedic chops, and so I know that you're watching, and so we appreciate you allowing that level of transparency. You know, because like Tammy said, you know, he just always was going to have a camera. Everything was content. You know, everything was content. Everything is fair game, and you know, being called on your shit in a comedic way, and the relatability. So, you know, comedy genius, comedy stylings of Julie Arnold. We certainly appreciate your comedy genius, as well as everything. I was trying to bring someone else in the room. Mom Barb, how you doing? Mom Barb, can you give me a little wave here or a thumbs up, and let us know if you are able to stop on in at some point. We've got about 15 more minutes here. So let's check out some more requests here. Cree, come on in, see how you want to share the chuckles of David Arnold and the gifts and the cut-ups. And if you didn't realize, I called this the cut-up because David Arnold and I would cut up all the time. Hi
there, Kim. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you. Are you backlit on purpose?
Yeah, I'm backlit on purpose because I got some jokes for you. I got some jokes, and I want to say thank you to Julie, yourself, Mama Barb, the girls, his sisters. Yes, we constantly lifting up, constantly. So to get on to the cutting up, I have 3 of them. I discovered David in 2019. He was like a refuge because I was down. I was on the freeway every day, riding this commuter bus for 2 hours, and it was killing me. And when I discovered him in 2019, I was chuckling every day on the ride, sharing it, letting everybody know. And when the pandemic hit, I was like, oh my God, that's the only way I'm going to get through now, you know, between that and prayer. So my first one is, I loved Julie, him and the girls when they did the back to school with the whiz. I loved it. I watched that, I don't know, 100 times probably. And I kept sharing it and sending it to my family, cousins, friends. And the next one is the toilet paper. When that went down, he was going off on Julie. She couldn't find no toilet paper during this pandemic. He's like, you ain't trying hard enough. I know what's going on out there. She's like, David, I've been to places. You ain't out in the streets. So So in love to David, you make sure she stocked up on some of this Costco. Keep it real. Keep this Costco stuff. Girl, she'll never be without. And the next one is when she took the stitches out of his head. I damn near died. I died. I'm gonna turn it around now. I died. I was like, Lord have mercy. Yeah, damn. So I just wanted to share that. I have many more. I watch them almost religiously, and I just enjoy and loved him and his family. They have been a blessing to the world. Believe it.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time, Kim. Thank you for what you're doing for the family and everybody, all his friends and fans. We love him.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Way to stock up, baby. Way to stock up. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Soap and butter bar. You wanna drop on in soap and butter bar? Soap and butter bar. I to me, one of my favorites still, speaking of Julie, who I've affectionately started calling Water Girl. But when she had so much mouth about that damn scooter on the cruise ship. Woo! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Soap and butter bar. Don't think you're going to be coming in. Let's see. Ray Fields. No relation. Ray Fields. Would you like to? We have the same last name. I wonder if we related. Nope. But come on in the building. Come on in the building and share some David A. Arnold giggles that are all deep in your soul. Did you have lunch yet? Okay, then yes. Hello.
How you doing, Miss Cam?
Hello. Yes, I can.
Yes. Can you hear
Pull
me?
the camera back just a little bit. You got a little Cyclops energy going on.
I was just wondering, was we related? Just a little bit. You got a little Cyclops energy going on. Put that. My bad. I was just wondering if we were related.
Oh,
my last
okay.
name
I don't
Fields
think
also.
so. But are you familiar with David A. Arnold and his comedy?
But are you familiar with David A. Arnold? And
Then
his
here's
comedy?
what you're gonna do. You're gonna
No,
look
ma'am.
at It Ain't for the Week or
Here's what you're gonna
Fat
do. You're gonna
Ballerina
look
on
at,
Netflix
It
or
Ain't
on
for the
YouTube
Week
or
or
his Instagram,
Fat Ballerina
David
on
A.
Netflix or
Arnold.
on YouTube or
Amazing
his
comedy,
Instagram, David
amazing
A.
comedy.
Arnold.
Or the show That
Amazing
Girl Layla he
comedy,
executive produced and
amazing
created.
comedy. Or the
And
show
get
That
your
Girl
whole
Layla
comedy
he
life,
executive
okay?
produced and created. And get
All
your
right,
whole
have a
comedy
great
life,
one.
okay?
Have a
Yes,
great
ma'am.
one.
I've been doing comedy all my life. Have a great
Okay.
one. Have a
All right, so let's see here. Let's go to Mumford Mustang. That laugh, my laugh or David's laugh? Because David had a funny laugh as well. David got me saying, God damn, yeah, I know, right? Let's read a few more of these. Okay, let's see. The knee scooter. Yep, exactly. Harlem stand up. Hey now. You're in northern Japan though. Okay. That time he was talking about the girls should drink Kool-Aid. Yes, and then to dovetail on that one, the drink tickets, the juice tickets to some juice. Woo, that was funny. Yes, the Kool-Aid video. All right, let's take a couple more requests here. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Cheryl Steeler fan Ward. We're gonna let you win because I think, did the Steelers win last week? I don't think they did. So somebody just said, please. Hello.
Hey there, how are you, Kim?
Very well. And you?
How are you? I am good. David reminded me so much of my dad. My dad passed away a long time ago. I knew David through you because you and I are best friends in my head from a long time ago. And I really discovered him through the pandemic, of course. One of my favorite moments was when they went to go get the dog. When him and Julie went to go get the dog.
Yeah.
And he just reminds me so much of my dad. I pray for Julie, the girls, the mother. I just do. You know, it's
yeah. Is there any bit in particular or any one of his posts in particular that just
Just when
really?
they went to go get the dog and how he
That's right.
messages the girls. And
Okay,
this is what
you
I
sure did
learned.
say that.
I didn't know Julie was a dancer. I learned about Julie through him, that she used to dance in New York with the chorus line girls.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that through him, and I just really admire you for doing this. Thank you so much. I was on last week crying like a little bitch, crying like a baby.
Crying like family. Crying
I
like
was, yes.
crying
And
like
thank you so much, best friend in my head. Thank you so much.
absolutely. Thank you for stopping by. And I'm sorry that the Steelers lost. Yeah, I thought they lost.
Girl, I know.
Yeah,
They
girl.
sure did.
Have a good Sunday. Yes, someone else said when Ashlyn was scraping the icing off of the bun cake. I know, right? Hilarious. Yes, the Rockettes. I'm from New York, and I couldn't bring that into my memory or my brain. So thank you for that. Okay, a couple more before we end up heading up out of here. Let's see. Somebody had said, pick me, Kim, and I don't know where you went. It started with an E, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see. We'll just get a few more folks in here. Starlet, let's bring you in the building. Mom Barb, if you can you text me? Because I can see that quicker than I can with all there's so many amazing comments, but I do want to hear from you and where you are with all of this, Mom Barb. So if you want to, drop in, or if you're just, receiving and giving the love without being seen. But anyway, hello, welcome.
Hi, is this on the delay? Can you hear me live?
Yes, we can.
Okay, hi. So I thank you so much for doing this. I am a traveling nurse, and when I first met David, he started talking about how he used to be a nurse. And so I thought to myself, well, if a man from Cleveland used to be a nurse and now he's living his dream, so can I. So I really it really resonated, that part, with me. But honestly, my favorite moment is when Julie, we're on YouTube and Julie was talking about her epic fails with her soup and how Julie wanted to put a hammock in her soup. A hammock that you swing from a tree. A whole hammock. Dying. Went to work the next day, shared it with all my friends, and now the nurses in South Dakota rather, I don't even know where I am now, are big fans. So thank you for allowing me to share this. We love you, Julie. We love you. We're praying for you, the girls, and Miss Barbara. Thank you, Miss Kim.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Alrighty. So let's okay, I have to do this part here. Oh, that's beautiful. Wait, where are you?
I am in the Black Hills of South Dakota.
Oh my. All right. Well, they lovely non-black looking hills, but that's probably not why they're called that. Anyway, yes, I found the person that wanted to come in that started with an E, and then I lost it. So let me jump back in and find this person. Where did you go? Again, we are finishing up. I kind of know that you guys really enjoyed this, but more importantly, needed it. And so that's the point of all of this. And again, thank you to Mom Barb for saying it. This stuff is just moving too fast now. Oh, it made me pick the wrong damn one. Okay, here we go. Here, I am picking you now. Ooh, my goodness gracious. All righty. Welcome. Where's the request button, child? I don't know. Hello.
Hey, Kim. Hi. This is the weirdest thing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but hold on. No, okay. Kim, I'm not finished. We're not finished. So send me a hand if you want me to bring you in. Hello, welcome.
Kim, this is the weirdest thing because I have came here for David, but obviously I want to give you your flowers real quick because you are, no, like, not like that, but like you're our icon, living single, everything, like.
And this adds to it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thankful that you took the time out to do this for David. So let me say this. I found David and his family during the pandemic, and his videos really helped me and my family. Like, I'm married, I have 2 kids, but I have a boy and a girl. And a lot of his videos, it was just like, you know, you go in there and like, you want something to uplift you, especially with everything going on. Everybody, well, I won't say everybody, but some of us had people who passed during this time and just all the struggles. So it helped to have that, you know, like just, it was like traditional, like back in the 90s, like sitcoms that we don't have anymore. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, that you can relate to and love.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my husband's very like, we go to comedy shows, but we go to like Martin, Dave Chappelle, all the big ones.
Oh, you fancy.
And we saw Tony Baker right after his son passed, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. And God rest his son and his family. Blessings to them. And they came out here. I'm in Arizona, Tempe. They came out here like the month before. And then David came. I was like, oh, he's coming out here. I was like, let's go. And he was like, okay, let me tell you this. He came out here. And when I say that he put on a show, I went, and no, by no means, I'm not an actress. I have no talent compared to you guys, but I went to Curie High School in Chicago. I'm in Arizona right now. Mm-hmm. But I know monologues and all the foundation of things, right? So he came out here, and in the very front, Tempe Comedy Club, right? He came out here. He was in the front. Before him, he had a female comedian, and she did very well too. It was a dad. I think he's one of the son's fathers. My husband knew. He was like, oh, that's whatever player. And they were drunk, and they were rude, and they were talking, and they were doing all this stuff. And he would like respond to them. But he put on his monologue about his grandfather. This is before the special came up. And he responded, yes. And he even responded to them like, oh, you guys are doing this and that. And me and my husband, we're just like, oh my God, he's a freaking genius. He's a genius. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see like his genius and like how big of a person he was for his family. You know what I mean? For Julie and the girls. And I remember when I saw that he passed, it was the middle of the night, and you know how they like, oh, don't look at your phone. It's like 2 in the morning. I looked at my phone and go on Instagram. My husband's sleeping. I'm just like, you know, I just had that bad habit, you know, like a lot of us. And I went on there and I saw that he passed. And, you know, the house is quiet, you know, everybody's asleep. And I just pray, like, I think, and I know so many of us as fans, we really pray. Like, you know, some people like, oh, we pray and send love.
Yeah, no, these fans are about it. Sincerely, yes.
Sincerely, like, praying. Like, I've been praying so much for Julie. I prayed for you last week. I've been praying for his mom, the girls.
Yeah.
Because we see how much it's like, some people, and like you, like the person before me, she was like, you're my best friend in my head. And I'm one of those people, I've run into a lot of you guys in person, and I don't say anything because I know that a lot of you guys don't want to be bothered. And not like in effect to us, but because it's weird and it's just that thing.
Yeah.
So I do not, like, I try not to like I'd be like, oh, can I take a picture or none of those things. But a lot of you guys are like friends and families that are head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And him and his family was that to us. And I think you guys probably feel that way for
very much so. Yeah, no, and we appreciate it, and we hear everyone, we feel everyone, and we are so thankful. But we're so grateful that even after the emotion and after the disbelief, you still circle back to the laughter, and that's what's so important. And so, you know, when this comes out of you, and we all have to release it. We all have to release it. And so again, that's why we wanted to have this space for you. But when we do, you know, we know that we come back to the laughter. So we want to be able to get a couple more people. Huh?
Yeah, no, and I thank you guys, and I don't want to make it sad because it's so much laughter, it's
Yeah.
so much joy,
Thank you.
and I'm actually so grateful because like it was weird because he was at that peak where it was starting to pop up.
Yep.
And I'm so grateful that we can see how much people loved him, not just
Yes.
among us, but you guys, the stars and the love
Mhm.
that you guys have shown him.
Yeah.
And so I just want the families to know that like we stand with you, we pray with you, and it's not just now, you know what I mean? Like it's
Oh
been
no,
a couple of weeks, but it's
it's
ongoing
ongoing. Yeah.
because
Thank
because
you.
it's going to be missed. It's going to
Yeah.
be missed. It's not like a superficial thing where it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
right now this is the thing. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we pray for you. We pray
Thank
for the
you.
family. We pray for his
Thank
mom. We pray for Julie. We pray for the girls,
you.
and
Yeah.
we pray that like anybody that can help them to like overcome. Because I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Because like I think about losing my husband and like no.
Yeah.
So, and I want to thank them for like.
Thank you.
I want to thank them for like letting us see their family and expose
The
because like
transparency.
people are
Absolutely.
exactly.
Absolutely. So thank you very much. And we're glad that
Thank
he
you, Kim.
impacted you and infected all of us with that laughter and with the talents and the gifts. That's why I keep saying, you know, this is called the cut up for the gift, you know, because it was so many gifts. All right. Namesake, where'd you go? Namesake, hold on. Did you get your lashes on? Did you pull your wig down? You crazy ass. We are just here for you. So let's let the one and only in the room. She's here. She's here. She's like no other. And the dynamic duo that was, you know, them. So
oh Lord, my camera dirty. Hold on. Oh, there.
I couldn't even draw some air to say it.
Because you saw that fingerprint.
I did, and I was like, you know what's funny? I was getting ready to say, now he would have said, "That's some bullshit, Kim. Clean your lens. Don't come on here looking crazy." God damn.
I'm trying to put my face on. I couldn't get my lashes on. I told the people I was gonna put my lashes on.
You look beautiful. You look like you just came out of the ocean. You just look so dewy and natural. Don't put them on. You don't need them.
Do we wear mascara anymore?
Girl, I wear 2 coats because I don't know how to put lashes on.
Oh, you don't know how to put lashes? Oh, you got lashes though. See, you took care of your lashes. See, my lashes and my hairline are gone. That's the problem right now.
God damn.
Right. Appreciate you.
Listen, can you move over to your left so we can see you a bit? Because the comments are covering your glory. So move on. There we go. Thank you.
What else? I ain't never heard.
Huh?
I never heard. I never heard move over. I don't want you to see the stuff in my back.
Yeah, move that over because it looked like an IV pole.
Oh, you know what that is? That's my mirror. You know, I got to have like a 17 magnifying mirror. And I don't even know how old this mascara is, but I'm going to need it. It's old. It ain't working. That's
girl. Put a little water in it.
Can you? No, for real.
That's what I used to do when I was a kid. I don't know.
Hold on.
You look gorgeous.
Oh, I appreciate you doing this, girl. This is fantastic.
Girl.
A lot of, it took me a minute to post about David.
Yep, of course.
Just jumped up. We got a lot of viewers all of a sudden because I have spoken publicly.
Yeah.
I actually have not, I've just been with the family. I think that's because being with David's family is like being with him.
Yes.
So I think I canceled all my gigs. Sorry, Nate Jackson. He has a club up in Seattle. Please support it. I had to cancel that gig because I really am not there yet. Like on stage, I had the Laugh Factory last night canceled. I don't have yet. Like I could be funny, but I don't know if I can get on stage because me and David were there for 3 years together.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest with you. Me and you have not talked yet. We've texted, but when I saw you call me, I refused to pick up the phone. because you were his sister like I was his sister. Like, he talked about you all the time. I was like, I really don't want to hear her name again, even though it's my name. But he loved you dearly. And I didn't even really know that you were this crazy until David. Like, people think, like, you're funny. Like, you're funny. And so that's why it was difficult. It's my first time talking to you, and I said I was going to give you a call, but once
it wasn't time. It wasn't time.
Was not time. I was like, nope, not talking to her.
And I was all toe up, so you had good wisdom not to pick up.
Oh, no, you was snotting and sniffling, and I said, okay, that ain't gonna be a good phone call, because we wouldn't be able to understand each other. But the biggest thing is, I think it was like the rug was pulled out from under us, and shock. And I can be honest with the public. I don't think that I have really dealt with it. I don't think, like, the first initial, yes, but I have put myself in some kind of weird protection.
Of course, that's part of the process, sis.
It's because it's almost like he's out of town. So because traveled all the time, so I have not really faced it, which is probably not healthy, but I was like, I will deal with it at another time. I think helping his family and getting ready for the celebration of life and the funeral, and do what I can for Julie and mom and the sisters and so forth, has been good for me, So it's hard because he was on the precipice of stardom.
That trajectory was unbelievable.
So it's almost like David told God his plans, and God said, okay, well, you did everything on your list so far, when I say to people, he's been doing this for a long time. He was been making these funny videos, and then I think Sherry Shepherd was like, why don't you go back to making them videos? He used to be credits, bitches, but before that, he used to make these little janky movies that he would make us watch. No, you don't understand. I was like, David, you need light. I don't even know who is that speaking. So he used to make these videos, and so he's always been doing this. But the thing is, David wanted the world to see him. Credits, he worked
big
so hard.
Time
Credits, and he knew he was good, and he knew he was better than a lot of people out there, and he loved doing it. And once he really figured out the nurse thing was not going to make him the money that he could possibly make in this business, and what his passion was, he really started. But then when he got family, Julie and those girls, and it was like, I gotta do it. It was another fire put up under him, and I saw it because he had to support them. But one thing I would say David Arnold was good in my life for was that David said it, and then he did it. I say it, and it take me 3 years to figure it out. I'd be like, all right, procrastination. But David was, so when I say in the last 2 years is really, like, he's been doing it, but it's all the things up to this. And he didn't understand. Then we were on the road together, and then the comedy club saw him. I was like, hey, they didn't want to talk to him. They was looking at me. They wouldn't even talk to David.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm Diana Ross. This is my Michael Jackson. Y'all tripping. So once he really got people to see him in this business that he could start, he actually made he was just going and going and going, and TV shows and tour and Carnegie Hall and specials. Just everything was changing for him. And that's why I say we have to be so proud and so excited, even though we're going to miss him. We're really going to miss what he could have done. We have no idea the laughs and the creativity that is to come. But he's left a lot of things that we can finish. And I know Julie, once the dust settles, that she will take the helm, and we will see more David Arnold creations, Yeah. But, I know that a lot of people also have been asking, what can we do? Where can we send things? we did put up something because they don't, I'm gonna tell you, they don't need no more flowers, flowers.
Right.
But
and we'll get to all of that.
We'll
We will keep this safe, sacred space for everybody, so that it also becomes, this even though part 2 will pretty much be, just the cut up part 1 and 2, but there'll be other places where you can still feel this and still have this connection, and the access. That was one of Mom Barb's biggest things with wanting to do something like this, was so that you have the access. So that's
right.
not gonna go away. It's just not. It's just we're not there. No, we are not.
No. But we're building it, because I don't want people to say, "Oh, you all didn't tell us. I wanted to send flowers. I wanted to send the girls something." I don't want people to lose that passion that we will post something that
absolutely,
because there is a need to do something and help this lovely family. So we don't want them to forget that we will put out that if they have the desire, to do something, they can.
But you know what's a trip to me, sis, is I feel like the fans share that sense of, we not there yet either, Kim and Kim. You know what I mean? That it's just one of those. It's like the tiniest baby steps with all this. That's why you saying, I have to do some other stuff, and someone said that, grief and healing is not linear. It's not. And there's no right or wrong to this. There are guidelines, but how you do is how you do.
Yeah. No, it is. Absolutely. I know someone just asked, is it the funeral open to the public? No,
we ain't talking. No, I'm sorry, but no, we're not talking about that right now. No, we're not there. We just got through saying we ain't there, and we ain't talking about
that part. Not there. I just got to,
right here.
They need to mourn. They need to mourn.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is a part, not the be all end all part of the process.
You're gonna do it again?
I don't know, but
hey, we're gonna give y'all the information. And then
I just meant another cut up. That's what I thought you meant. Yeah, but right here, this space.
I'm supposed to be cutting up. I ain't supposed to be. Okay, you should text me the rules.
I done sent you this thing twice now, but yes. So it's to share. Your favorite either bit, punchline, jokes.
Oh no, I'm doing that. I gotta get off. I ain't doing it.
Yeah,
I gotta. I ain't got no jokes, no nothing.
I was stunned when I saw you up in there. I was like, oh, okay, hey.
I wanted to see the bullshit you was doing. That's what I wanted to see, to make sure you got to hear me. No.
Well, I hope I ain't disappointed with the bullshit.
No, it was good. Somebody in Cleveland sent me your last one. It was like, did you see it? It was so good. So I was like, oh, okay. So and I put it on my little Alexa to remind me to come on here. But I didn't know the rules, y'all. So let me apologize. I didn't understand, but I'm back. I got it. The only thing I will say, I don't know but it was
the laugh.
David ain't had no jokes. What made you laugh was his stupid laugh.
How you laugh at your own shit?
What's wrong with you? You sound like a donkey up there. What's wrong? Yeah, it was fun, but we had great times. That's my boy.
That's right.
Yep, it ain't for the weak, y'all. So I'm gonna get off and let you get some more people on here.
We done. I'm gonna check in with Mom Barb one more time. And
Mom, what time did you start, Kim? Because I think you sent me the wrong time.
You said that the last time too. You always got some shit to say about the information I'm putting out.
That's why I love you, girl. Everybody, thank you so much for loving on my friend David Arnold. Thank you for loving on his wonderful family. I want to say thank you to Kim Fields, who is a phenomenal woman. We saw you on that 100th birthday for Norman Lear. We saw you, sexy. So
that is just like a sister. Okay, I see you, water girl. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. All right, I love y'all.
Love you.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, that's why I got to stand in the chair to take a picture with her, because she's such a big talent. she's so amazing, even in just that most intimate of moments. So there you go. All right. So somebody said the one at the bottom, she's really funny. I don't know why that tickled me to death. Shit. Hey, Aunt Hill, do you want to pop in here? Give me a little hand wave, Aunt Hill. But anywho, thank you so much, Mom Barb, for this. Water Girl, my sister Julie. Kimberly said, damn. Everybody that's on here, please say hi to Anthony Hill. Anthony and David and I used to work together on Meet the Browns and House of Pain back in the day. That's one thing I wanted to say. You know, I can't stand your ass, Anthony Hill. When people talk about paying their dues and trajectory and things like that, I'll never forget one of the things that David had texted me was the whole idea of, you know, him like just now, like, wow. And it's like, man, you know, it's like there's no such thing as an overnight sensation. And that was definitely, you know, something that he always had to deal with, because he was grinding and just, you know, doing the work. So it's really something, you know, and like Whitley said, it's just and when I mean that, it's Kim Whitley, you know, but just, you know, being on what feels like the precipice, even though you've been doing and giving all this content, and so, you know, so it's a process, again, that we are all working through. Grateful to all of you and being a part of this, to be able to, you know, give the family more love, more prayers, more laughs. Circling back, it's just always going to come back to the laughter. So thank you for joining. We will, you know, again, keep you posted with everything that we can. And we certainly respect the family and everything. So, ooh, child, this has been a time. I hope IG lets me save this. My goodness. But yeah, you know, go get some ice from your ice maker and crack up about that. Crack up about waking up your kids, having family. Go get you one of them. Just, you know, say, goddamn. Oh, and don't forget your assignment from last week. You know, to be able to do, let me move this back just a little, to do your assignment from last week, you know, where he did this. And he did this little move right here. Can you see that little, well, this is a kind of a, you know, blousey blouse, but this little thing. Remember when he did that? So yeah, I told everybody to just DM me one of them, a little clip of that, and we're just going to string them all together and have a good ass chuckle that we get to do that. So,